Hi everyone, thank you for joining OACAC and StriveScan for the virtual college exploration. As a reminder, during this webinar, your cameras are off and you are muted, so the presenter cannot hear or see you. You will have an opportunity to ask questions using the Q&A feature on the webinar. You can sign up for more sessions and view a recording of this session at oacac.org. And again, we encourage you to use the Q&A function throughout the presentation. Without further ado, I will turn it over to Neumann University.
Great, thank you so much. I'll share my screen here with you and we'll get started. All right, everyone, welcome. My name is Christine Gibble. I'm Assistant Director of Undergraduate Enrollment here at Neumann University, and I appreciate you taking the time today to hear my presentation. I have to say I am an alumni of Neumann University, and I can't wait to share more with you about what Neumann University has to offer. Just to give you a little framework of where Neumann is located, we are a small private Catholic university outside the city of Philadelphia, about 25 minutes outside the city, right by the Pennsylvania-Delaware line, very close to Delaware and New Jersey. So let's get started. Here we have just some quick facts about Neumann. So approximately 2,400 undergraduate students, 48 academic programs. Average class size at Neumann is relatively small, about 22, and we have a 14:1 student to faculty ratio. Also, all schools use these numbers. Really what it means is that Neumann, you're getting a private personal education, and we're excited to have you on our campus. Professors know you on a first name basis and you have their cell phone numbers. You can contact them if you have issues, and you have the same professors all the way from freshman year all the way up to senior year. One statistic of note on that slide here is that 99% of students receive some sort of financial aid, and we'll talk a little bit more when we get to the financial aid portion of our presentation. Before we jump into the academic programs that Neumann offers, I want to quickly talk about how students are successful in the classroom here at Neumann. So we offer what's called the Hub, and inside the Hub is tutoring and writing services, disability services, academic coaching, and career and personal development. Also on this screen, you'll see that we offer an honors program, and the criteria is there. You need to have a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher. And I'm excited to offer a house on campus just for our honors students that recently opened here in the fall. And then also another major perk with the honors program is that students get to register before the rest of the student body for classes, which is an exciting opportunity. So let's talk a little bit about career and personal development. So 100% of our majors require a clinical or an internship or a field experience, and it's built directly into their curriculum. So it doesn't matter whether you are business, nursing, psychology, undecided, you have to do an internship. And the reason for this is right there on the screen. So 1 in 5 graduates lands a job directly from one of their internships, which is something that we're really proud of. And because of that internship, you as a student have a network and a support system to turn to when you graduate and when you're looking for a professional position. On the screen there are various places that we have placed students for internships in the past. And then 80% of graduates are employed or continuing study within the first year, which we're really excited about. So we offer a couple different schools here at Neumann, and under arts and science, we have various different majors, everything from arts, production, and performance, which is a major dedicated to art, music, or theater, to biology and biology clinical lab science that has a 100% job placement rate, which we're excited about. Communications and digital media offers opportunities for students to learn everything from television to radio to film, and we have a brand new building on campus to accommodate that major as well. Couple different options for criminal justice. So we have a straight bachelor's in criminal justice, or we have a master's in accounting, which is forensic accounting and fraud detection, as well as a municipal police academy option where you dual enroll with the police academy junior year and graduate senior year with your degree and from the academy. Also have secondary education tracks in English, mathematics, and political science, and psychology. Business and information management. So if I had to rank Newman's top 3 majors, probably business would be number 2. So we have the accounting, which is a master's in forensic accounting and fraud detection, like we just said. And then we also have the business administration, tracks in finance, human resources, international business. Think of those as basically minors. And then computer information systems is IT. And then new to the university, and we're excited about this, they have been added in the last year. We have a cybersecurity and data science and analytics, and we have a brand new lab, and I'll show you here in a bit the picture of our new lab. We're excited about this major because the fields surrounding these majors are growing exponentially, and we're excited to add that to our feather or our cap, so to speak, of majors that we offer. Also offer marketing and sports management and the master's in sports business. Nursing and health sciences. So nursing, we see quite a bit of applicants into our nursing major each year. It's probably one of my most popular majors and the most rigorous program that I offer. Also offer health sciences, so tracks in exercise physiology, strength and conditioning, as well as what's called a health educator track. And we have a brand new health sciences center to accommodate these majors as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. Education and human services, so I offer early education with a special education certification, and it's not required that you do the special education cert, but it's definitely something that I would encourage students to pursue. Just gives you a little bit more to add to your resume and makes you a little bit more marketable when you're looking for a job. Also have the secondary education, so a student would major in biology or English or mathematics, political science, and then minor in secondary ed, and that's how we achieve the education piece. And it's important to note that our secondary ed covers everything from middle school age all the way up through high school. Also offer social work, and social work is new in the last 3 to 4 years to the university, and it's a nice small program. You're really getting hands-on experiences there in our social work program. So here we have our pre-professional programs, and anywhere where you see pre, it means you're going to need more than just a bachelor's degree. So everything on this screen requires a master's or doctorate depending on the major. We have on our campus here pre-athletic training and the master's in athletic training. We also have the doctorate in physical therapy as well as the pre-physical therapy. Also have a couple different agreements with other universities. So our pre-engineering with Drexel, and you would do 2.5 years accelerated mathematics at Neumann, and then transfer into Drexel's program where you have chemical, mechanical, and electrical engineering. And then pre-law with Delaware Widener Law. So you do 3 years bachelor's in political science, and then you do 3 years at Widener Law where you can sit for the bar exam. Awesome. So we talked a little bit about academics. Now let's talk about something a little bit more exciting. So we offer 30 different clubs and activities, everything from Boogie Nights, which is a dance team on campus, to Enactus, which is a social responsibility club, to Nights for Education, which is a major specific club. We are a Catholic education in the Franciscan tradition and offer campus ministry on our campus, have different opportunities for students to get involved. We offer service immersion experiences and annual retreats, as well as daily mass. Not required that you take part in any of those, but it's definitely there if you would like to. And then being a Neumann alum, I always look forward to homecoming. It's gonna look a little bit different this year, but still gonna be just as exciting. I always like mixing and mingling with current and past Neumann students. This year, I think they're going to have a drive-in movie on campus, so that should be pretty exciting. And usually, typically, they'll have fireworks and food trucks and different activities centered around the Halloween holiday. So we offer what's called suite style living on our campus, and I have a quick video here to show you in a second where you can take a look at what a room looks like on our campus. We also have a fitness center, 24-hour security, and then we're also a commuter-friendly campus. So if you decide to commute to campus and you only want to be on campus two days a week, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, academic advising is going to work with you to make sure that they can make that happen. Let's take look at this video. So this is what the room would look like if I was entering it from the hall with the door being to my back. So you have two individuals on this side and two individuals on the right side. And then here we have sink and toilet on one side, and then sink and shower on another. And what's really nice about our residence halls in general is that you're not sharing with 60 other people down the hall. You're only sharing with 3 other people in our room. And Flynn Hall, this is a picture and a video of Flynn Hall. Flynn was renovated last year. We spent about $1 million renovating Flynn Hall. So there's brand new granite countertops, brand new tile, brand new furniture here in the rooms. Let's take a quick look inside what one side of the room would look like. So here we have one side. Each student is given a desk, a bed, and then also a dresser. And you don't have to situate the room this way. You don't have to have the beds necessarily right next to each other. There's plenty of room here on this back wall for you to put that other bed. Students also can bring a microwave or a fridge or rent it from the university at minimal cost. But this is typically what a room looks like. And I have to say, in my experience being on other campuses as an admissions professional and also in my college search, I didn't see anything very much comparable to what we offer. What we offer is pretty great, and I'm excited that our students get to experience this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about athletics. We are Division III NCAA athletics, and we offer 24 different varsity teams on our campus. And they're listed there on the screen for you. Now there's pros and cons to D3. The con is that because we are a D3 institution, I can't give you any additional aid or scholarships for playing a sport on our campus. But the pro is that you're playing against like ability smaller teams, so you're more likely to see playing time. And that's a great trade-off, especially because if you're going to put the time in practice, you want to see that playing time. We also offer different club teams on our campus, so they're listed there for you as well. Basketball, cheerleading, roller hockey, ice hockey, and no football on Newman's campus, but we do have the rugby where you can achieve the pushing and shoving that football provides. So new in Newman, I just wanted to touch base on a little bit of the different improvements that we've made to our campus over the last year or so. So here on the left-hand side, you'll see the new data science and analytics lab pictured. So there's 28 different computers in that lab, as well as it has its own separate server room. So we can teach our students hacking without actually, making any changes to our university servers. Also, you'll see on the right-hand side there at the top, the new Kiara House, which is the house designated for our honors students. Houses about 20 students at full capacity. Also down there on the bottom, you'll see our new athletic training physical therapy lab, as well as we have the Beata Teaching Auditorium that seats about 300 people. Don't let that picture scare you. That room will never be full. We will have probably about 20 students in that class for our nursing students, but it is nice to have in case we have a keynote speaker or something like that on campus, we can accommodate a larger group. And then with the renovation to Flynn Hall, we've also added a lounge space to campus. Picture in your head like Central Perk and Friends. So it has booths and tables where you can just kind of stretch out and hang out with friends. There's also a stage if we wanted to do an acoustic night or have a comedian or something like that on campus, we could accommodate them in that space. And also want to integrate coffee and snacks and things like that into that space as well here in the next phase. So the first thing to think about once you apply to any university is financial aid. And you are in luck because today is October 1st and the FAFSA is actually live for any seniors who are looking to go to school next year. You can actually go on to the FAFSA website right now and complete your FAFSA. So what schools do is once they receive your FAFSA, they are looking at what's called the estimated family contribution to package you with financial aid. And here at Neumann, we guarantee 99% of our students receive some sort of financial aid, and that is in the form of a merit scholarship. So here we offer, this year we're offering somewhere between $10,000 and $19,000 depending on the student's overall GPA. Also offer a transfer scholarship, as well as a nursing award, $2,000 grant for our nursing award students. If you go to a Catholic high school, we'll give another $3,000 in a grant. We also have a residential grant. So any student who's living on our campus is receiving a $3,000 residential grant just to offset the cost of living on campus. Also offering a legacy award this year. So if mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa have graduated from Neumann, we give another $1,000 legacy award. New this year for Neumann, we're offering what's called a first generation grant. And we are giving $1,000 to any student whose mom or dad have not achieved a bachelor's degree. And we're excited to offer that to our first generation students just to kind of offset the cost of tuition and help out. Other scholarships there that we have, so the New Art Scholarship needs a separate application besides your application to the university. And we are giving out 6 $2,000 scholarships to anyone interested in art, music, or theater. And then there's also usually a portfolio submission with that as well. Also offer a scholarship for students who attend Cristo Rey in Philadelphia, and the McGuire Scholarship for any of McGuire scholars in Pennsylvania as well. So let's talk about the admissions process. Probably not the most exciting thing that we'll talk about today, but definitely important to cover. So there's 2 ways to apply to Neumann University. One is through our application directly, which is free, and then through the Common App, which is also free. Here in the spring, Neumann has moved test optional, and that means some different things for other universities, so I'll go through what it means here at Neumann University. So depending on students' cumulative GPA, if they have a 2.5 cumulative GPA or higher, I can review their application to the university using just their high school transcripts. Anything lower than that and that 2.5 GPA, I would need a test score or maybe an interview or recommendation letters to be able to make a decision. And we would coordinate with the student to get those materials. We have an early action deadline this year of December 1st. So if you apply to the university and have all your materials, we can, by December 1st, I guarantee a decision by Christmas. And then after that, we're rolling admission, which means that once your application is complete, I'll make a decision and get a decision out to you in about 10 to 14 business days. Just to circle back, so with test optional, there are certain programs that the university offers that have specific requirements that do require test scores. So our pre-engineering with Drexel requires test scores, as well as our pharmacology offers or requires test scores. Also with our nursing, specifically, we're looking at the test optional requirements being 3.0 cumulative GPA, as well as admissions counselors are calculating a science GPA. So we're looking at all the maths and all the sciences that a student took and making sure that those are a 3.0 or higher. So the first thing to think about once you apply and you receive financial aid is making your decision. And there's a couple different options to go about that. One thing I do want to note is that Neumann is offering what's called an early enrollment advantage. And there's a couple of benchmarks that students have to hit and complete to receive a $900 book credit, which I'm excited about giving because that basically pays for your books for the year. So what we're looking at is if a student completes their FAFSA by November 15th, if they apply to the university and are admitted by December 15th, and if they submit their non-refundable $300 enrollment deposit by January 15th, I guarantee that $900 book credit. And it's a great incentive to do those more mundane tasks like the FAFSA and the application process and have a reward at the end. So I'm excited to give that to you. So here on the screen listed are my colleagues in the admissions department. I am the counselor for Ohio and would be glad to answer any and all questions. Again, my name is Christine and my contact information is there. any questions related to programs or to financial aid or the application process, or just general questions about the college search process in general, I would be glad to answer any and all questions that you might have. Also are offering tours on our campus, and the website there is listed if you wanted to look at our different offerings. Also have a quick video to show you of campus here, and then we'll wrap up and I will answer any and all questions. Great, that concludes my presentation. See if you guys have any questions, and then doesn't look like we have any questions. I appreciate everyone stopping by and seeing seeing what Neumann has to offer. Like I said, if you have any questions at all about Neumann or about the admissions process, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. I'd be glad to answer any and all questions that you might have. Awesome, we'll wrap up here. I'll throw it back to the OACAC group and StriveScan, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Neumann College. Students, as you close your window, a very quick 4-question survey will appear on your screen. We encourage you to sign up for more sessions or view a recording of this session at www.oacac.org. And we thank you again. Have a great evening.
Thanks.